2025 might be the last chance for you to get rich wholesaling real estate. Now that sounds like a crazy, verbose statement, an insane thing to talk about or to even bring up to you, but I'm being dead serious right now. I have just unveiled the craziest things possible in wholesaling real estate that is going to flood the market with super high quality leads for $0. That's right, guys. Remember, in freewholesaling.com, we just announced, right? We just dropped free unlimited government lists to the people, right? I gave the entire spreadsheet of where anyone across the entire country can pull code violations, probates, liens, tax delinquencies, the divorce list, bankruptcies, whatever you want to call them, right? We unveiled this because we found a lot of companies were selling this data for insane amount of money, and I decided I was just going to give it to you guys for free. Now, this has created one of the largest wholesaling opportunities of my lifetime and probably your lifetime. I've never been able to give access throughout the entire world of the United States of all the probate data, liens, tax delinquencies, all that fun jazz. This is a gold rush. Now, I don't know exactly how this is gonna pan out. The cool part is there's millions of these new government lists being updated every single month. So it's like, if you don't get it today, it's gonna refresh, right? But the thing about this is going for you. We have the 3 largest wholesaling communities on the internet now. Freewholesaling.com, which has close to like 18,000 people in it now. We're approaching about 19,000 people in ZachDiscord.com and over 148,000 in the Facebook group Wholesaling Houses for Real, right? And the thing about this is we have crossed the top 3 largest wholesaling communities. The ability to JV with other wholesalers has changed everything for everyone, right? We just released our JV agreements. We're giving those absolutely for free. So you guys can go wild and start JVing with other wholesalers. We just gave you all the government lists possible. We are giving you all the scripts and everything possible at freewholesaling.com. We have flooded the market with the leads, the scripts, and everything you need to know about scheduling out your day to have success. Now, the one thing that I cannot scale out or flood the market with is ambitious people. Now, you're watching this because you're an ambitious wholesaler. You are looking to make a change, and hats off to you. You're ready to go make this change. But do not get discouraged because I've done this. There is a reason why I did this. The reason I did this is someone is going to give that information and or sell it, and I've decided to give it to the people absolutely for free. And the thing is, this is an opportunity. So take it! This is an opportunity to change your life. Now, either you are going to take this gold rush opportunity I gave you, which costs no money at all, just take the leads, start calling them, start getting deals, or let somebody else live their dreams. Now, the thing about this is 2026, who knows what's going to happen? I legitimately do not know. Interest rates can go crazy. There could be a AR, I can't say that word on YouTube. Who knows? But the thing is, if you getting started in wholesaling real estate are not going to make it this year, you ain't going to make it next year. You ain't going to make it in 2026. You're cooked. You got nothing. And if you can't take all of these free leads, like hundreds of thousands of leads I'm giving you for free, just go to freewholesaling.com. It's right in there. If you're taking my wholesaling contracts, which are free, my JV contracts, which are free. As of this recording, there's probably 8 or 9 people in the voice chat, in the lounge, in the Discord, hanging out, talking, and probably 6 of these people have done at least a deal this month. So there are successful wholesalers hanging out in the lounge ready to network with you. What more do you want? Do you want the massive community with hundreds of thousands of people? I got it. You want the free government data, the highest quality data possible in wholesaling real estate for free? Right there. You want the best software ever for wholesaling the skip tracer? We got X leads. We cut it down to $49 a month. I don't know what else you need for your success. Really, that last key, that last thing is you. I have conversations with wholesalers all the time of why aren't they successful? Why aren't they at my level? Or why aren't they doing at least a deal a month? And the question always comes down to numbers. Are you making the offers? That is the only KPI I care about. When I look at your business, all I'm going to ask you when you come to me and say, I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting success. I'm not getting deals. I just got to ask you one question. How many offers are you making? That's all I care about. I don't really care about anything else because if that number is 0, I can completely predict how much money you've made, $0. If you made 50 offers, 60, 70, especially if these are qualified leads, this guy's doing okay. This guy's actually having success. Now, the one thing I think people really need to understand in wholesaling real estate is offers is everything. If you ain't making offers, you ain't making money. But also what I want you to understand is how do we get more offers? It's pretty simple. You got to produce leads. You got to call them or text them. Now, I get a lot of people saying, Zach, what marketing should I do? You throw this MLS stuff on me, you throw PPC, SEO, all these fun things. And 2025 has already shown where those industries are going. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm a biased guy because trust me, plenty of you can get into the PPC, PPL thing. You're still going to need to get X leads so you can comp your data, especially in a non-disclosure state. So like, I got no dog in the fight. You need X leads for the e-signing, which is free included for it. So like, where are you going to go to another software that doesn't have e-signing? Like I already know where you're going to go for, like everyone's going to go to X leads. Like all the PPL, SEO guys, like they're all downloading X leads. So I got no dog in the fight. I can be like, oh yeah, go SEO. That's just as Zach in the wholesaler is just who's talking. I'm not talking to the X leads guy, right? Because the X leads guy, yeah, go crazy on it. Just use us for the comping, right? Whatever. The thing about it is these other softwares, we've seen insane, the SEO costs. We've seen the PPC costs rise 15, 20% already. Like I'm recording this in February, right? And we've seen an insane rise in the costs. It's just not making sense anymore. And the thing is, the only way, if you have a budget under $500, it's calling or texting. If you want to do $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, that you could start going into these other things. You can pay an agency $4,000 a month. You should, if that's what you want to test out. But what I think everyone, like if you have a $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 budget, your best thing to do is get a VA and start calling. You got to remember, like a lot of these PPL companies, because of the expense of PPC, SEO, and Facebook ads, those things have almost doubled like year over year. And it's insanity right now, right? They're paying 20, 30, 40 bucks a lead, selling it to you for 350, 400. I know those margins seem good, but they're not because most people aren't buying the leads and I'm not getting the whole thing. So the thing is, when those costs double, these PPL providers, they can't afford to do this anymore. So what are they doing? Guess what? They are taking lists, what we do. I'm not telling you if they're using X leads or not. I have no idea. Maybe I do, but I can explain it. They take the lists, they skip trace the list, then they hire callers to call, and then they sell that lead to you for 400 bucks. A lead which will cost them $5, $6, $7 to produce. So the really interesting thing in 2025 that I'm revealing in this video that I don't think you guys know about too much, I don't know if there's a bombshell drop, but like all the PPL providers are now switching over to cold calling and texting leads, because they cannot make the PPC, SEO, Facebook ad thing work. They can't make that marketing work. So what they're doing is they're hiring cold callers, they're doing list pulling, and they're just calling for you, and then they're selling you the lead for 400 bucks. And it's kind of funny to me. It's like, well, why don't you just do it yourself? First, you get the leads way cheaper than 400 bucks. You'll get it for $6, $7 maybe, probably. And you get X leads included, and you're under $100, $200 a month. And the cool part about it is, if you have no money, like $0 budget, you can do it with Google Voice absolutely for free. True people search, cyber background checks, get the free government list I give you, organize an AI, go inside of Google Voice and go crazy. And so now we're seeing all these other PPL providers all going to cold calling, all going to texting. Well, here's the funny part about that. Like all these PPL, like people tell me, oh, you can't cold call the DNC list, you can't cold calling's dead, and they all promote PPL because obviously an affiliate link. But the funny part is all the PPL providers are now cold calling and texting because they have come to the conclusion, just like me, that calling and texting is the best way to get leads, the best way to have success, and the best way to make money in this business. So I'm telling you, 2025 is amazing. We are back to the basics of cold calling and texting. Wholesaling real estate has been legalized for cold calling and DNC too. Guys, we have so much case law we've shown in freewholesaling.com and on this YouTube channel where we have not had one person ever get in trouble for calling or texting in the last 10 years in wholesaling real estate. If you have a license, yes, you cannot cold call the DNC list. We have case law showing real estate agents and real estate licensed people who are wholesaling get fined and they get attacked because they're licensed. But if you're not licensed, you are not breaking the law. Like you are not breaking DNC law, and not one person's been attacked from the FCC or lost a lawsuit from everything I've seen. And so this has shown a renaissance in cold calling and texting because now we have all this case law. Like, God forbid you get sued. You have your lawyer just show, hey, here's 4 or 5 case law. The judge say, okay, boom, case dismissed. And I'm showing you guys how many wholesalers this happens to. And it's not fun to be sued, but you're gonna win every single of these lawsuits. And it's insane to me that no one's telling you about this. So 2025 is the year. I'm giving you all the information you need for success. I'm giving you all the scripts. Guys, all the PPL providers are now going back to calling and texting because that's what's actually working. We are in a renaissance, a new era of wholesaling real estate. You can choose whatever type of wholesaler you want to be. The three types of wholesalers that I have kind of dubbed here in this new era of wholesaling, and this is the era of the new wholesaler, right? I don't care if you're 17, 18, 40, 50, this is 2025, right? You can either choose number one, to be a JV wholesaler. So you hang out in my communities. Obviously, everyone should be hanging out in my communities. Just go to freewholesaling.com, and that's kind of the main one, right? We got ZachDiscord.com. A lot of the younger folks are on there. And then you can just go to the Facebook group. It's a great way to hang out with other people and then just start doing JVs. And guys, you can do whatever dispo software you want. X Leads is my personal favorite. You can do it for free on Zillow, Facebook, whatever you want to do. And then from there, you can be what we call a nationwide niche wholesaler, which means you can just go on that spreadsheet we have at freewholesaling.com of all the government list data, organize that data. I would throw that sucker into ChatGPT and say, hey, on this spreadsheet, find properties that show up more than once. They'll show a stacked list, right? So it might be a fire damage property and a pre-foreclosure. Boom. That's absolutely amazing. Heck, if you are just wholesaling regular government lists or you're doing X Leads, I don't really care what you're doing, but if you're doing government lists, have AI stack all. Just ask, hey, which one of these properties in the 5,000 or 6,000 I have here are showing up more than once? You're going to find stacked lists and stacked data. Absolutely one of my favorite ones to do. But then throw that in there, throw X Leads, get it all skip traced, and then start hitting the dialer, start hitting the calling, and you're going to have an insane advantage. The thing about these type of opportunities that I'm giving you right now in this video is the opportunity is going to be kind of regular in 2026, 2027. I think everyone's going to start using it. Our influence is only growing. I mean, our TikTok, Instagram, our accounts where we're drawing in a lot of followers are just increasing by the day. It's insanity. I mean, I think I have 295,000 people following me on Instagram. It's crazy. So the wholesaling industry is going to get more flooded. And you might hate me for this. I think we should triple the amount of wholesalers we have. If we do more JV deals and get realtors out of business, it's kind of hilarious to me. But they're all going to start doing these government lists that I'm providing. So right now is the opportunity. Right now is the time. Right now is where you do it, right? This is cold calling back in the good old days. This is texting back in the good old days. The renaissance is here. The only thing that sucks is all the PPL providers are now cold calling too, which, I know that kind of sucks, but we are going to beat them by doing government lists. And so this is how we do it. This is how we have success. And the best part about this is you can do it all at your fingertips right now. I'm not asking for a dime. I'm not asking for your money. I'm just asking you to believe in yourself and actually start working. The only way you can start doing this is by creating a schedule, creating a plan. Say, hey, Monday, I'm gonna call from 3 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, I'm gonna start getting lists at night. Then Wednesday, I'm going back to calling. And Thursday, maybe I'm drawing for dollars, reverse drawing for dollars. Guys, this comes to the third type of wholesaler, which is, again, the traditional type of wholesaler who's doing it locally. I think if you're local, this is probably your best way to do it. If you live in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Louisville, Kentucky, I don't really care. Stick to your local market. Pull the government lists and go crazy on driving for dollars. This is the one thing I think a lot of people have really gone away for in wholesaling, and it drives me crazy. If you've seen these real estate wholesaling influencers and social medias and all the sexy, flashy stuff's everywhere, but the one thing these people aren't talking about, which is fundamental, that always works, that will always get you deals, is drawing for dollars and reverse drawing for dollars. That's it. Nobody talks about it anymore, which makes it an advantage for you. No one's just getting in their car looking for ugly houses. I promise you, this is one of the best, fastest, and most efficient ways to get rich wholesaling real estate. And probably in 2025, you're going to see a slight uptick of the amount of deals you can do from just doing 200 or 300 of these drawing for dollars leads, because less people are doing them. They're getting out of it, right? They want to get into some crazy type of marketing for wholesaling, right? And so we've seen the death innovations in this industry. It's always hilarious to me seeing that. But this is your opportunity. This is your time. This is one of your last chances to get rich wholesaling real estate. Now, probably next year, this year, I'll come up with some other marketing tactics and that are completely free for you. But as of right now, this is the age. This is the way we could start getting rich. This is the renaissance, the new era of wholesaling. And it's all here at your fingertips. Nobody before this video, or no one before me and Rick, were able to give you government data absolutely for free at scale. We're here, we're ready to go and show you how to do it right now. So if you're ready to take advantage of this opportunity and get rich without spending any money at all and just making money wholesaling houses, guys, you want to make $30,000, $40,000 a month. This is how you do it. I'm not asking you for a dime. I'm just asking for your hustle and your ambition. Go out here and go to freewholesaling.com. Start getting in there, start getting the data, start getting the knowledge, and start getting rich wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed one.